All right, we're here with Dedan Thomas Jr. How you doing today, man?
You doing great. How are you?
Not too bad. Great to see you again. Now that the season's in full swing, for yourself, man, how do you feel when that off-season, preseason work has like translated into the actual games?
Feeling good. Kind of bumped up as far as like my production on the court from last year. Just having that year of experience under my belt, just being more comfortable on the court. But yeah, I feel like I'm having a pretty good year.
And 16.2 points per game so far, a career high. Have you noticed the difference from the non-conference games to now the conference games?
Yeah, definitely much more physical, a lot more scouting, more attention to scouting report, like who I'm guarding, who's guarding me, what certain guys do. But also scouting reports on us, on me and my teammates. Like we just gotta find ways to do things differently because team was starting to scrap that. So yeah.
What aspects of your game have you kind of realized during the last few games that, oh, this is something I got to continue to focus on anytime I'm, working out after a practice or watching film?
Just taking my open shots, like taking open threes. Cause I get some opportunities that tend to turn them down sometimes because just feel like I'm just so like one of my strengths is getting to the basket. But I tend to turn 3-pointers down sometimes. But I'm there, and my coaches and teammates are encouraging me to just take those open threes because I'm shooting the ball from a decent percentage. So they really encourage me to take those threes more.
Before kind of looking at the film, would you say you're more of just a natural distributor, a guy who you're always trying to make that extra pass? You're not really looking for your shot first. Would you say so?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I enjoy seeing my teammates succeed and seeing them do well. But also, I just feel like I'm a guy that can pass and score just as well. So I try those are two of my strengths. Yeah.
For sure. How about any surprising challenges or adjustments that you've had to maybe adapt to even mid-game? Have you noticed different coverages from teams, knowing that, you can make that extra pass? Are they forcing specific, players to take shots?
Yeah. I mean, just they had a whole year of scouting on me from last year. So, of course, they've stepped up physicality on me. Just switching up. Now I'm seeing different ball string coverages like multiple times a game. Like sometimes the head, sometimes the drive, sometimes it's a hard double. Sometimes we'll just switch or and just getting face guards sometimes. But this is all about finding different ways to impact the game. So yeah.
Awesome. And last time we chat back last year in October, we were still talking about, some of those personal, those team goals, wanting to continue to win, improving your game. For you, it was getting stronger as well, getting in the gym. How do you feel like that has, translated?
I think it's translated a lot because, I was starting to be able to take those bumps or gotten stronger, put on more weight. But yeah, just taking those bumps and being able to deal with physicality and like people getting all up under me and just using their forearms and hand checking, and I'm able to not be bothered by as much as I was last year.
And speaking of taking those bumps, I was watching some film before this on that Utah State game. Do you remember you were going downhill and then you finished with an and one to really, get the crowd going, and then on a different possession, kind of a patent fadeaway? Can you walk me through kind of those two moments and, playing against Utah State as well as, beating them at home?
I mean, they're a really great team. They played very well together, very well coached, but they were very physical. I will say that. They crashed grass a lot, but I knew going into that game was going to be a really physical game, so I had to be prepared not to get just play through contact, play through no calls, just be prepared for any type of physicality.
How did it feel to, beat someone of that caliber, Utah State at home when they were, number 22? For you guys, knowing that you can compete with any opponent night in and night out.
I mean, it was always great to beat a ranked opponent. We were just taking one game at a time, but I think that was really good confidence boost for us, especially before that we had lost 2 in a row on the road. But going back into Thompson Mack and getting that ranked win over a really good team, I just think that boosted our confidence a lot.
For sure. And then now you're here in Reno, Nevada for the Silver State Series. Tell me more about, the energy of that rivalry that comes with it. Do you feel any of it, when you were, growing up in Las Vegas, at Liberty, and then obviously winning a state championship at Lawler Event Center?
I mean, course, it's super intense. Very hectic at the games. Just fans screaming. Um, it's just super intense. It's really fun too. It's a really fun atmosphere playing. Um, everyone's screaming, fans yelling. Everyone's intense. Everyone's focused. I just think like this rivalry has just a different type of feel to it than other games.
Right? And both Utah State, they always have a hostile environment, and you come here in this rivalry. How do you kind of just focus on your game, like tune out all the noise when you're playing? What's like your approach?
I mean, honestly, the crowd actually like gives us more energy, right? Having like a hostile crowd like that, and just us sticking with each other, like staying together. I think that just gives us more energy and more motivation to like get in here, go in there and get a win. But it's just a lot of energy going on. But also we have to just try and tune that out and just stay together.
And obviously some close games recently as you guys try to right the ship. What's been the biggest lesson for you in those close games? And, how do you plan to apply that lesson or insight moving forward to any close games?
Like we just gotten off the slow starts the past 3 games. Like we lost to Wyoming by 2, New Mexico by 2, Utah State by 5. Played all those games down to the wire. So we're just right there. I mean, honestly, I think it's just those slow starts that's really killing us right now. But as long as we get out to a better start, like faster start, like these next few games, I think we'll be just fine.
For some of those standout performances so far this season, as you look back on it, were there any specific games that stood out for you?
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. I think that Memphis game was really fun. I mean, obviously I didn't have any assists, which was very unusual for me. It didn't feel right. But I mean, honestly, I scored the ball, did what I had to do to impact game. But yeah, I think that was a great atmosphere to play in. That was a very memorable game too, because it was a great opponent.
Most definitely. And then on the flip side, how about the toughest game or moments so far and being able to respond to that adversity?
Definitely losing 2 on the road against Boise State and Colorado today, because I feel like those are 2 teams that we could definitely beat, and come back home and winning against Utah State ranked opponent, and then going to San Diego State and beating them in their place. I just feel like that was just 2 really great bounce back wins for us. And yeah, I think those are 2 very big confidence boosts for us.
For sure. And anytime, you're, responding to adversity or even, getting back in the gym, you're making sure you're hitting 100 free throws, finishing that off. Tell us more about, I guess, any ways that you try to reset mentally after a tough game or a performance.
Obviously I was born and raised in Las Vegas, so I always just go home and hang out with my family, just relax and just talk to them. But honestly, I kind of just stay in the gym. That's how I deal with any stress I'm dealing with. I just go back into the gym, go back to my comfort zone. But that's where I usually go to just get away from all of those.
And speaking of family, they've been kind of traveling with you on the road a bit too. Are they here for this weekend?
It's it's a pretty intense game. So yeah.
When they are in the stands, how does it feel to have them just supporting you? You just know where they usually sit, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to find them every game. I don't know how. I can just find them so easy. But it's been great having them at every game. Just shows how much they believe in me, how much support they've shown this year. But yeah, it means a lot to me.
Closing off here, any game day traditions or routines you have with your family when they watch you?
Some game day routines. I mean, only thing I can think of is just my mom and dad send me a text before the game, where I'll call my mom or something before the game. She'll just talk to me for a little bit and just get me focused and locked in. So yeah,
for sure. And so we're getting close to that end point of the conference schedule, and with these games still left on the schedule, what's your mindset heading into this final stretch of the season?
The goal still hasn't changed. The goal is still to make the NCAA tournament. Even though we've lost the last 3, the goal still has not changed at all. We can always just win the Mountain West tournament, just win out. But yeah, the goal definitely has not changed at all.
what specifically do you and the team have to really focus on and lock in when it comes to, making sure you execute the game plan and, get those wins? I feel like you guys are capable of, upsetting any opponents when it comes down to it.
Yeah. I think just being consistent with everything we do. Just staying together through adversity. But yeah, just staying together and being consistent.
Any personal goals you have besides, the team winning and just continue to make it far?
Just do my best and win as much games as we possibly can.
And then last question for you, when it's all said and done, how do you hope to look back on this season, sophomore year here at UNLV?
I hope I can just look back and just say that I did everything I could this season, and like I gave my all every game, and just be able to move on and just not think about this year, just move on to the next year and just say I tried my best.
Awesome. DJ, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.